Hey guys! So, welcome to my final video of 2013. Today we're just gonna sit down and chit chat and talk about the year that was 2013 and celebrate it because this month's theme for Wonderly is celebrate, so synergy. Killing two birds with one stone very late in the game. It's the last stone and I'm killing both the birds just anyway. We're just gonna kind of have a year recap. What happened? To be honest, it started out really bad because one of my sister's best friends from childhood died in an accident. It was the worst thing ever. But at that point, it could only go up. Like, honestly, I was like, well, this is the worst that could happen, so can't get any worse from here. And it went up for a while because I joined a network. I'm on Wonderly now, and Big Frame. And that's pretty much the most exciting thing that happened to me this year because I'm part of this really awesome network of like really smart and thoughtful and lovely and hilarious female content creators, and I'm like, this is the best thing ever. Wonderly's awesome, and Big Frame is a great network, and I suggest if you ever wanted to get with a network, a YouTube network, Big Frame. I love you, Big Frame, and I love you, Wonderly, and I love all the Wonderly ladies. My Wonderlings. That was pretty much like the defining part of my year, like especially on YouTube. Like, it brought me to so many awesome content creators. It brought me to so many of you guys because I'm so close to 9,000 now. I get recognized at my work. I get recognized at the airport. What? What is my life? Moving on. Then it got really bad again because Andy broke up with me and it was terrible. And I went from being in a 2-year relationship to being in a no relationship. I felt really shitty for a while there, but surprisingly, like, I was okay after about 2 months. People were surprised, like, how fast I was okay. They're like, are you sure you're okay? Like, it'll probably take longer, like, you're probably just... And I was like, no, I'm an adult, I'm fine. I'm not just saying I'm fine to be one of those cliche girl being things like, I'm fine, I'm actually fine. And now, I mean, we're both fine. I'm happy that he's still part of my life, and it's much better now. Yay, good things. It was bad, and now it's good. And at that point, the year just kept getting better. That was when everything just went up, because the next month I went to Canada for the first time and I got to visit my friends in Vancouver. It was the first time I'd driven over the border since I actually needed a passport to go over the border, which was weird. And I got my car towed in Canada. My car went a lot of places this year, including the big car lot in the sky. After Canada. Sasquatch. Sasquatch was the pinnacle of all Sasquatches. Sasquatch Music Festival, I always say Sasquatch and people are like, what are you talking about? And I was like, the Sasquatch Music Festival at the Gorge in Washington State. And this year was phenomenal, and I posted my favorite thoughts from Sasquatch video I've ever done, and I strongly suggest you go check it out because, not to toot my own horn here, it's pretty awesome. Literally the whole month that included Sasquatch was like the best month ever because not only was Sasquatch mind-blowing, but I quit my job at Animal Crackers and I started my job at Lush. I hated my job at Animal Crackers. I hated it so much and I felt so good quitting. I love my job now. I love Lush. And it's made the second half of this year go by really fast because they always say time flies when you're having fun. Whoever they are. And people always tell me how crazy I am for commuting as far as I do. Because I commute 40 minutes to get to work. People don't understand why. And I'm like, I really like my job and I'm saving up money to move. And I would much rather commute to a job that I like than live 5 minutes away from a job that I despise. Really, the next couple of months after I started working at Lush was just kind of just good, one after another. Like, Block Party was great. I got to see all my friends during Ordinary Tour, and we got to take Mike Falzone to Dick's for the first time, and it was like the greatest thing ever because he was adorable, and he was like, is it open? Oh my god, I found this place and it's called Dick's, and we're like, yeah, it's right down the street. It was actually like hilarious. Like, I'll put link, more description below. But from then, I kept doing the blogging thing, and I kept shooting shows, and my friends put out some new music, and We Are Scientists put out new music. And my life was full again. I'm weird. I mean, in the last couple of months, probably the craziest thing to happen to me was seeing Pearl Jam. Like, that was awesome. Like, seeing Pearl Jam was, like, the greatest thing ever. What else happened this year? Oh, right! Yesterday. Yesterday, I had the dorkiest fangirl moment I've had in years. So, you know Reignwolf? I met him yesterday, 4 months after my picture was published in the Chicago Reader for when they were doing publicity for Lollapalooza, and like he wanted my picture specifically because he loved it so much, and I was like, oh, thank you, you're so flattering. That happened, and then I finally got to meet him yesterday, and he's so adorable and charming and Canadian. I went up to him and he's like, Abby, we finally get to meet, and I was like, yes, this is so awesome, thank you. I took a lot of pictures, I'm so glad you like them. And I said other things too. I didn't sound that awkward. He said that my picture that I took at Sasquatch is one of his favorite pictures of him ever because he usually hates pictures of himself. And I was like, well, you pose for the camera, you work it, so why? I said that, well, I'm excited to see the ones I took tonight because I took like 1,200 of them. And then he put his hand on my shoulder, okay? And he said, well, I'm a fan. Hey, you're a fan of me? You're a fan of me. Okay. Reignwolf is a fan of me. I bought his record, though. I didn't buy the record for you guys, though, because I figured not all of you had record players or had the inclination to buy records. So, yeah, I bought his record, and he signed it for me. He's that one. And then there's Stitch, his guitar player, brother man. That was awesome. And then I got to meet Chris from Ravenna Woods, and he was so thankful and appreciative, and he gave me a free poster because I mentioned their band in my top 10 albums. And he's like, we should be paying you for publicity. I was like, what are you talking about? Tangent. It's so weird talking to people who don't do YouTube, and then you tell them, they're like, oh yeah, I have like blank 1,000 subscribers and I get blank amount of money for it, and they're like, that's fucking awesome. Like, I don't realize how cool it is sometimes until somebody else has to tell me that it's cool. It is kind of cool. I mean, if I went to my 10-year reunion tomorrow and I told people, yeah, I get to photograph bands and go to shows for free and make videos on YouTube and get paid for it, people would probably think I was a weirdo, but also kind of cool. So the biggest things about 2013 was me becoming newly single and embracing it, loving the network that I'm on and getting to be a bigger part of Wonderly, still doing what I'm doing, shooting concerts and getting to know people and becoming friends with more bands, fashion blog, that thing that I do. If you would have told me 5 years ago that I would have like close to 9,000 subscribers on YouTube and I was running a fashion blog, I would tell you, fuck you, you lying liar, lie-face liar. So in conclusion, 2013, my life really made no sense. But it was that nonsensical life that made it so special and brought me all to you. Honestly, 2013 started out the worst it could start out. It could not have started any worse. It ended really great. I still have 2 days left of the year because I'm recording this on a Sunday, so who knows what happens on New Year's Eve. I have to work that night until 7 o'clock. Who knows, I might kiss somebody at midnight. That would be a best case scenario, but there's a good chance that's not happening. Cheers. Here's to 2013. Celebrate it as you ring in the new year, because what I've realized now as I'm getting older, the older I get, the faster the years go by. Sometimes I can't handle that. But I'm thankful that you guys get to be with me along for the ride. So I hope that you stick with me through 2014. I love you guys. Song of the day, though. Segue. We'll make Song of the Day In the Dark by Reignwolf because it's his new single and it's fucking awesome. Like, oh my god. Oh my god. He blew my mind. Have a great last couple days and I will see you guys in 2014.